It's productivity time.
It's productivity time.
It's productivity time with Upvisor
and Blue Ninja.
So hi everyone and welcome to this month's #productivity Facebook Live. So thanks for joining in and tuning in today. It's so excited to be back in 2022. We hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year and that you at least did get some time to relax over this holiday. If you didn't, take a nap maybe the weekend or try something just to get you in the spirit for 2022. So last month, we discussed delivering innovative solutions. So apart from looking out for the latest trends and tools, we talked about opening your mind to new ideas via articles, blogs, podcasts, webinars, and via your network of other business owners. So if you don't innovate, you might actually get left behind. So don't get left behind, innovate, think of some creative solutions, and you need to be ahead of your competitors and keep an eye on what they are doing. So this month, we're going to be talking about planning your year ahead. So now the organized ones out there, you guys might have started planning already or finished it. I mean, you might have done your 5 to 10 year plan. So well done if you have, that's great. But yeah, as you know, as business owners, it's so important to plan and get ahead of the curve and just set those goals for 2022. So it's a hot topic at the end of the year and maybe at the beginning of the year as well. But where do you start? Why plan and what's the benefit of planning?
Yeah, it's that time of year, isn't it? You know, if December or January aren't your busiest times as a business, it's the perfect time to take a temperature check. You know, you should already have a business plan. The depth and detail of that will depend on the type of and complexity of your business. So, it's a good place to start. It outlines what you want to achieve as a business, and it has your mission, vision, and values, and your long-term strategy as a business. So if you've started your business without one, we strongly recommend getting one down on paper. Otherwise, what's the point of your business and how are you going to get to your goals? It will help you focus your business as you start to grow. You wouldn't set off on a journey without a map of where you're going. So why do that with your business?
Yeah, and that is so true. And you know what I actually like to do is I enjoy doing a bit of vision boarding before the year starts. And preparing a vision board is really a fun way that you can help plan, or you can try and plan your year with using images and graphics and videos. I actually did a video one the other day using PowerPoint, which is actually quite cool, even though it lagged my computer. But yeah, so there are really great ways that you can plan, and having a good plan in place can be better to help you reach your goals and just set those action plans that you can make it. So what measures can you use to see how you've performed?
So checking in on your business on an annual basis is a good place to start. Then if you take a simple steps of how did we do last year? First, and probably the most important one, close to our hearts, is revenue. If your finances go off the rails, you're going to really struggle. So have a look over the months, look at the trends, ensure you're clear on the ups and downs and why that happened, and what you could do to manage these going forward.
Oh, and review your SWOT analysis, so your strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. The landscape could have changed considerably in the last year. So if you haven't updated these, then this is a good time to do it.
Yeah, no, definitely. But I have noticed that sometimes what happens during the year is due to outside forces, you can't predict it. So how do you accommodate this?
As of course we all know, your business may have changed due to outside forces. Remind yourself, who is my most valuable customer? This could have changed since this time last year, so ensure you're targeting them and marketing to them. Also, the cost of getting a new customer over an existing customer is significant, so consider the best way to retain your current customers.
And review what your value add is. What makes you stand out from your competition? If you're not sure, ask for feedback, and then you can work on improving any negative points and turning them into positives.
Yeah, and that is such a good point that you've made there, is knowing your customers and knowing what they want and speaking to them is really important. And but my question is, what about the goals of the business? How do you manage those?
Well, for us, we break down our long-term strategy into manageable SMART objectives. We've covered this quite a lot. We love SMART objectives, but they are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. So, specific, clarity on the end result, measurable, You must be able to measure your goal. If you can't measure it, you won't know if you've succeeded. Achievable. If they're impossible, how are you going to reach them? I love a lofty goal, but it has to be achievable. Realistic. What will be possible from what you know now? And time-bound. You need to end on a point of a goal. Otherwise, it can't be important, or it's BAU.
So these objectives need to be achievable. From your business mission, what are your priorities? These need to align to the goals. You need to work towards them and not get distracted by things that aren't providing long-term value. This is where vision boarding helps with a long-term goal. You just need to break it down into manageable pieces.
Yeah, no, definitely. And what would you say is the best format for your plan to be in?
I'd say short and to the point, with no confusing jargon. They need to be measurable. Maybe use KPIs, key performance indicators. An example of this would be increase followers on one particular platform from X to Y. Then use the who, what, when, where, how questions to focus in on the requirements. Map out your roadmap with milestones and put a date on it of when you want to achieve these points.
But you do, however, need to be flexible. So these things change, which is why you need to regularly check in on plans to make sure they're not going off course. So now if you have them, don't leave them to gather dust either, until this time next year, or otherwise you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you won't see any real growth or change in your business.
Yeah, no, and that is some great tips there that we can all take on board. And for me personally, having an action plan to tackle goals and set realistic tasks and deadlines to achieve your goals really focuses me and helps me to go where I need to go.
Yeah, I think all businesses can benefit from planning, no matter what size of business you are. If you're working on your own, reach out to your networks, as there'll be people in the same situation as you who can feedback or search for a mentor or a coach to support you, but also challenge you to strive to improve things.
Yeah, and we love helping small businesses like ourselves. So we'll be sharing a guest blog later this month. I'm releasing an achievements tracker template for you to easily track on a monthly basis the highs and lows from your business.
Yeah, and
personal goals too.
Yeah, definitely. And I can't wait for that to come out. So everyone who's watching, don't miss out on the achievement tracker. It is such a great tool that you can use. And yeah, stay tuned for that. It's going to be amazing. So again, I just wanted to stress the importance that planning plays in your life, setting goals, setting clear objectives. It's important both in your life, your business, and your career. You can have 3 separate planning plans as well. Or you can interlink them. So yeah, and remember, if you haven't started your planning yet, it's never too late. It's never too late to start a plan. Start now, start right now, put pen to paper, start mapping out your 2022 or 2023. You just keep going and have fun with it. And I just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in to this month's hashtag Productivity Facebook Live. And we hope you can join us next month as well. And we're looking forward to seeing you. And we'll be talking about building connections that connect. So yeah, great topics coming up. So don't miss out. And thanks for joining us today. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
This podcast has been brought to you today by Upvisor and Blue Ninja. Upvisor, your strategic financial partner of choice to improve your productivity and profitability. Visit upvisor.co.za to unlock your full potential. Blue Ninja, your online business management team for streamlining and improving your business functionality. Visit blueninja.eu because every business needs a ninja.